Hello, my name is Richard Russell, and welcome to this session, just 3 minutes on NHS chargeable overseas patients or not. Richard at rsrconsultants.com if you want any more information about what we're talking about here today. So, Richard at rsrconsultants.com. Now, there is loads of guidance. Well worth having a look at all these various links. But when it comes to overseas visitors, there are some services that are just free to access. And it doesn't matter whether they're charge exempt or chargeable. If it's a free service, then the service is free. Otherwise, we get onto the patient's circumstances. And in terms of free services, primary care is a big one. Things to do with mental health and detention, school nurses, these are all quite significant services. But primary care is the biggest one that is a free service. There are then additions to the list, with the next biggest addition to the list being emergency department. Attendances are also free. There are quite a few other parts that are also free. But if a patient attends an emergency department, could be accident emergency, could be minor injuries, could be a same-day emergency care unit. If they attend, that is free. When they leave the emergency department, then we need to know about the person. If they are leaving to go to outpatients, ward attendants, ambulatory care unit, be full-blown admission, then we need to know about whether they are chargeable or not. Now, for the person, if they are lawfully living here and chose to lawfully live here, doesn't matter how long it's been for, whether they have a passport or national insurance or GP registration or not, if they live here in their own right in the UK, then they are entitled to free NHS care. If they don't live here, then they're potentially not. There are a number of other exceptions to this. If they are seeking asylum or being granted asylum, then they're not chargeable. If they've got, for usually emergency care, some kind of get out of jail card, then they're not chargeable. If they are overseas because of their public sector job, then they're not chargeable. So there's a number of exceptions, reciprocal agreements, there are a number of exceptions, paid their surcharge on here on a valid visa, then they are not chargeable. So we need to work out service and person to work out whether they are chargeable. And if they are chargeable, then they have to pay 150% of the national price. If they don't pay, then the guidance requires commissioners to pick up half of the bad debts of non-payment. So for planned care, really there should be no bad debts because you get the money before you carry out the planned care. For unplanned care, that can be a source of bad debts, but that is shared between commissioners and providers. So that's 3 minutes. Richard at rsrconsultants.com. Get in touch if you want to go through the fuller version of this. Thank you for your time.